Did you give us a lady? Oh yeah, you did. Sorry, Kerry Washington and Ryan Reynolds. You gave us Anna de Armas.
I didn't give you guys a dude.
Who was the second female, and who's your dude, and why is he Cristiano Ronaldo?
Or Jared Leto.
Oh, I didn't even think about Cristiano Ronaldo. I'd let him clap my cheeks.
Would you? He's fucking weird looking, man.
There's actually another chick who I found was really hot, but now that I look at her pictures, she doesn't look like as good looking as she did in the movie. The chick from The King of Staten Island. Her name is Belle Powley.
The one that Pete Davidson was messing around with?
Yeah.
She's not bad.
Yeah, I thought she was. I was like, damn.
At the end of the day, we say not bad, but every girl we mention is fucking light years out of any of our leagues, so.
Yeah, she looks really good in this picture.
Okay, don't do that, man.
Okay, I gotta leave here.
Hello and welcome to another episode of 7 Days Makes 1 Week. I was supposed to think of something creative to say, but I'm shattered that I lost all my bets this morning, so I didn't even think about that. Nico's here, Zach's here. Hello, boys. How are
Yo.
you guys?
I'm good.
Nico is just derping over there.
Buddy I work with just always just look at. He just look at you like a retard. It's like, man, you're fucked up.
That's. Have you gamed with Robbie yet? From our paving crew?
Robbie?
Robbie, not Tyler, but Robbie.
No.
He does the same thing. You'll look at him. He'll be like, everything okay? He's like, I'm just derping.
I played with Tyler a lot.
Tyler's cool.
He's actually fucking. Dude, that guy's insane at that game. I don't know if that's the only game that he plays, but I think it
COD?
is. Yeah. Warzone. I think it's the only game he plays.
He's
He's
a
got,
pretty good Raker man, too.
he's got fucking 971 wins, yo.
Well,
That's a,
I don't know what that means.
that's a lot. Like, the next closest on my list has got like 400.
Well, that's the same guy that has that insane Pokemon Rolodex that I was telling you about on Pokemon Go. So I feel like when he gets invested in something, he goes for it.
Really?
Yeah.
What's his name? Do we have him added?
On what?
Pokemon?
I don't know. I haven't touched my app in fucking 2 weeks.
Yeah, I haven't touched it in a while either.
Well, I'm just
Like
letting
this.
you guys catch up on your video gaming, you know. Yeah.
Oh, I got that PS4 2 weeks ago and it's still not even turned on.
You do got the winter to fuck around on it.
Oh, God. Oh, I cannot wait.
Bro, get on the Warzone.
I'll think about it. Can I play if I'm playing on PS4? Can I
Yeah.
play with you guys?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Well, I don't play Warzone.
He
but
don't
yeah.
play,
What do you
but
play?
I've actually got back into Fortnite because I'm a loser.
I would try Fortnite. Lawrence always talks
He's
about
calling
it.
me a nerd.
Oh.
no. That's the only way I can cross my eyes.
Random as fuck, but okay. Okay, Fred, let's get back
What the
on
fuck
track.
does that have to do with anything?
My buddy at work, man, he always crosses his eyes and goes, look at this. I don't know, man.
Hold on, the
I'm
only
fucked
way you
up
can
today.
cross your eyes is by starting on your nose. You can't just cross your eyes?
Are mine crossed right now?
Yes.
See? Yeah, those are crossed, man.
Are there?
Yeah.
Get your finger out of your face from now on.
Right.
Okay, let's get back on fucking track here.
What the fuck is happening right
I
now?
don't know. Nico stopped smoking weed and got
It
fucking...
got weirder, yeah. Not smoking weed weirded Nico out, man. That's so fucking funny.
Coming out of my shell, boys.
Stay in it. Your shell's comfortable. Anyway, so what else did you guys do this week? Zach's working like a maniac. Nico and I are trying out for a soccer team, awaiting the results of our trial. What else is new?
I've been sick all week.
Yeah, I'm getting pretty run down, too. I got my left nostril just fucking...
Yeah, last fucking Saturday, man, I couldn't even, like, I woke up in the morning and I coughed and my fucking chest hurt so bad, man. Like, it's like, I didn't even want to cough.
I've caught the black lung.
Yeah, dude, it was fucked, man. And then on Friday, I woke up with the same thing, and I went to work, and then I was like, walked into the office, I was like, yo, I don't feel good today. They're like, I was just like, and Cams looks at me, he's like, you can go home if you want. And I was like, all right, I'm going home.
You went home?
Yeah, I went home.
Interesting.
I paid, though.
Well, whatever. You don't usually take sick days. You know who else
No,
took a
I
sick day
don't.
this week that's never taken one ever? Guess, at Performance Paving. And it's not on the paving crew, it's the base crew.
Bruno.
Yep. He called in sick one day.
Really?
Yep. And I've never heard that in my entire life.
Damn.
He must have been real
Mans
sick.
must have been actually sick. That
Yeah,
guy's a
probably
fucking...
hooker and blow.
No, it's Franny's dad.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
He's a lifer there.
Yeah. But anyways,
Anyways, what else do you guys want to talk about?
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we have the.
Are you gonna go for it?
I don't fucking know, man. You got to be a retard to do this,
well,
and I'm not really retarded.
I beg to differ after the past 5
Yeah,
minutes.
touch your nose again and fucking.
Ladies and
Yeah, what do we
gentlemen,
have here?
we have the pack. I don't want to get
Say
the
Pac-Wee?
Packy.
The Pakistan chip. There, I said it.
We got the Packy chip.
Get it over
Okay,
with.
the One Chip Challenge 2022 with the Reaper pepper plus the Scorpion pepper, which turns your tongue blue. That can be good.
My Slurpee's turning my tongue blue, so.
One Chip Challenge 2022. You versus the Reaper. You, a simple being who thinks they can handle the surge of extreme heat. The pepper. The one supercharged demon powered by the most electrifying peppers on the earth. What to expect? Made with the Carolina Reaper pepper and Scorpion pepper, this high voltage chip was
What was the
created.
Scoville that you said for the Carolina Reaper when you looked it up? 1.7, right?
1.7, and then the Scorpion pepper was 1.2.
There you go.
And a regular jalapeno, which has a little bit of heat to it.
Was 1,700. At 1.2?
8,000.
Oh, yeah. That's
2,000 to 8,000, or like 5,000 to 8,000. So, like, in all reality, the fucking
That's a
jalapenos.
decimal point of the...
Yeah, and that's a big fucking chip, man.
You don't have to eat it all. Fred will have the other half.
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
I'm just joking. You already told me you don't want to do it. And I just noticed you're wearing a Dunder Mifflin t-shirt.
I am wearing a Dunder Mifflin t-shirt.
Gang.
Dunder Mifflin Paper Company.
That's right.
All your paper needs.
Nico would definitely be Toby on The Office.
Who's fucking Toby?
The one that Michael Scott hates, the
He
HR
fucking
guy.
hates him. It's so funny.
I have no idea.
That's who when Ed did that on our work orders, our superintendent, he gives us names every day. And he did the Office theme one. And Chris, the truck driver, was Stanley Hudson.
Is
Which
that
is-
he will
the
get
bald
that, but I
guy?
He's
No,
the
the
black guy.
big fat black guy.
Oh. Okay, yeah, that
and
makes
then
sense.
Tori was Creed.
See, I don't know the people, but I know the characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was Jim Halpert.
Yeah.
Wow. And well, who else would I be?
I don't know.
Andy Bernard, the
Ryan.
nerd.
The
Ryan,
temp. Ryan the
the
temp.
temp.
Who was Michael Scott?
Obviously, Foreman Lawrence.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So, who did Franny get?
Franny got fucking Toby.
Toby.
Yeah, McGuire.
There's one scene where like Michael, the main character, he's like going through some shit, and they're like at a cafeteria for whatever reason. And Toby sits down and like tries to have like a heart-to-heart moment with him without saying anything. He just like reaches across and slides his food tray off the table.
He just hates him. He hates
Just
him.
like, he fucking hates the guy. It's so funny. So you gonna do it or what?
I don't know, man.
You don't have to. But
I'm
it'll be
fucking-
there for. I have one more in the.
There's
old
there's the
vault, so-
one thing here that kind of scares me a little bit. So it says what to expect, blah blah blah. Made with the Carolina Reaper pepper Scorpion, this high voltage chip was created for the shocking pleasure of intense heat and pain. Tongue takeover, number 1. Number 2, shock the senses. Number 3, surge of tears. Number 4 is what I'm worried about. The jolt to the gut.
J to the G.
J to the G, yeah, man. And then a voltage overload. I don't know what the fuck that means, but
Did you have a jolt to the gut when you ate that pepper in Mexico?
no.
You'll be all right then.
I was just fucked up.
We were in
Hold
Mexico,
on.
right?
I'm gonna look up what one of those is.
Do you remember what
Well,
the pepper was
Yeah,
called?
What was it?
it was a legit habanero. The
Oh,
the motherfucker.
While you look it up, I'll
Was
tell
it
them the story.
orange?
Yeah, or like
Like-
I
It
ate
was like
two
greenish
of them.
orange.
I ate 2 of them. So I ate one green one
Were
and
you
one
jacked
orange
up
one.
on Mountain Dew when you ate it?
I was
So-
fucked, buddy.
Nico and I get to the resort. It's like day 1 or 2. We went with our buddy Grebo and our other buddy Nathan, and we go. And Nico and I go to like a taco cart in the like buffet or whatever. And he asks us if we want to get this sauce on our taco. And Nico or myself, I think it was Nico, asked. He's like, "Oh, is it spicy?" And the guy's like, "Oh no, don't worry." And Nico, being Nico, he's like, "Oh, I wasn't worried about it." And that guy took that shit personally. He was like, "Oh, you're not worried about it? Try this." And he fucking reached in the back onto the cart and gave him 1 pepper. And Nico ate it or whatever, and it wasn't that bad. He was like, it was hot, but he was kind of fine or whatever. Then the second one,
Well, the second one was full of
as
seeds.
soon as he bit into it, seeds went
that's-
everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the whole pepper was literally like filled with seeds, and these seeds went everywhere. And then at the time, it was just him and I sitting there. Our two other friends weren't there, and he was fucking sweating. Then one of like the staff came by and asked him, you guys okay? Are you enjoying your food? Can I get you everything to drink? And Nico's like, milk, and keep them coming.
Straight up, man. I'd literally take the milk. There'd be this much milk left. I'd go like this, hold it in my mouth, and then wait for him to come back with another glass so that I could just like keep drinking the milk, man. So habanero is, I'm sure there's no fucking, I'm sure for sure the one that I ate was on the max. I fucking hope it was. 150,000 to 575,000.
Well, there you go. So that's at least a little bit getting closer. So if you can
Yeah.
handle that, this will just be a little bit more. So
Wow.
just slap it in.
I don't
your
know if I
belly.
handled it. Did I handle it?
I mean, you survived.
I'm here. I'm alive. Yeah. I did say I would never do that again.
But
Well,
I mean, never say never, right?
never. Yeah, Justin Bieber, man.
Never say never.
will never say never.
Terrible.
Yo, so bad.
Yeah, man. There's for sure that one that I ate was 575,000 for sure. Because that was.
Well, the seeds in that, man, that just messes with your old freaking.
Well, that's the thing. The first one didn't have any seeds. The first one was like,
First one, you took like a champ.
yeah. Well, the first one wasn't even hot. Just kind of tasted like a bell pepper or like. Yeah, the first one didn't do shit, but then the second one it was like packed with seeds. Like you couldn't even squeeze
It
the
was
fucking thing.
full.
Yeah, it was full,
I remember
man.
they fucking went everywhere. Imagine you just like ate all. I mean, you did eat pretty much all of them, but imagine you just threw it in your mouth instead of taking a bite.
Yeah,
That's what she said.
yeah. I just think I just threw it all in my mouth and ate it all at once.
Did you?
I think so. I don't think I took a bite out of it. I was just like, fuck it.
So you gonna do the chip or not?
I mean, if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it now instead of later, cause
Just do it. Come on, man. We're smoking weed. You're eating the chips. Same thing.
Yeah, man. It's so comparable.
it's not even that hot.
Oh, now you have to eat it.
No, I
Now
can't-
you
I'm
have
I
to
was
eat it.
gonna reach over, grab it, and just open the package and be like, "Oh, you gotta do it."
Trying to psych myself out.
I'm
I've
gonna-
seen some guys on the internet, man.
Come on, man.
I've seen some
but those
motherfuckers on
guys
the
are-
internet.
I've seen multiple people at car
Hey,
dealerships do
I
it.
got three baby cans of Sprite in there with your name on it. And Fred took the ice cream last weekend, so that's gone. But I have cheesecake. That might help.
I want to see how long this shit lasts. That's another thing.
No
Well,
more research.
bro, I can't be dying all day.
It would be all day. You'd be
Yeah,
like
a couple hours.
One chip challenge. Chip challenge, bro. One chip
I think
challenge.
the less research you do on this,
Yeah, because you're gonna psych yourself out instead of psyching yourself.
I feel like
in.
you should do like a jackass thing, like just go for it.
Yeah, put some in your eye too.
Like make sure when you eat the chip, you really like Dorito finger your fingers, then just fucking.
Salt Bay your eyes.
Salt Bay.
Can I please have the lighter?
Yeah, go ahead. One chip challenge.
By the way, Fred, I gave Nico a beautiful pass with the keys and he dropped it. So now I'm
Oh.
believing that you were right the first
Come
time.
on, man! I told you, he
Yep.
underthrew me.
Even a guy in a Dodge Ram out back that was just chilling was like, "Nice throw, bad catch."
How long does the
Nice throw.
one chip?
I mean, it's gonna be different for everybody.
Yeah, well, if
And
it's like
what-
if it's like 10 minutes,
not
then
gonna
it's
be-
not bad.
No, to be brutally honest with you, I'm thinking it's gonna be between. It's probably gonna be a couple hours that you're gonna be feeling the effects.
Okay, well, I got golf later.
Fuck golf.
Some of
How many
us,
times
some
have
of
you
us
played this
couldn't.
year?
The chips flavor was not too bad in the moment, but did taste terrible after burping. The spice lasted.
Just think about it like this,
Yeah, if you
Nico.
got a pinch
This
of
is
a
a
fucking
story.
greasy loaf on the golf course, you got a pinch of greasy
Yeah.
loaf on the golf course.
And this is a
Yeah,
good
right?
story to tell your mates later. And next time you go to fucking, where'd you go? Kamloops?
The mates and the lads.
Kamloops,
Whatever,
yeah.
yeah. Next
Mad
time you go-
lads.
Yeah,
I
the
ain't-
MLs.
I ain't doing it.
Fair enough.
It says. So the spice doesn't last long, but it says and instantly felt burning in the stomach. I ain't down with that, yo. I ain't down with the burning in the stomach. Maybe one day I'll do it. I'll psych myself out one
I knew
day.
we shouldn't have let him fucking pick his phone up.
Yeah, man. Put that thing away.
How do you get rid of the burn? Because it's a chemical composition. Milk may be more effective than water.
Zach's got
Obviously.
milk.
Side effects. General discomfort, sweating, and vomiting. I won't vomit. I ain't no bitch like that.
Prove it.
Well, yeah.
But we gotta move. I don't want to just sit here and let you read your phone on this. Do it or don't.
I won't do it today. It'll be around for soon
Let's
enough.
do it. Let's do it in the winter time. When I have a little bit more time, I want to introduce another camera as well in the winter when I have some more time, and we can make it a real thing. How about that? But you have to do it. Otherwise, you have to fucking fake your own death and leave the country forever.
Okay.
Deal. You heard it. This is on tape.
I heard it. Yeah, I ain't ready. I ain't ready, bro. I ain't ready. Fuck that. I don't need fucking guts burning for the next hour or two. I got
You
golf.
do though.
I got golf.
In like 5 hours.
What even is
2
golf
hours.
anyways? You're paying money to go hit a ball around. Why can't you be hot gut?
Like
when
Buddy
you do it?
Buddy at work says, you're playing to try and be done as quick as possible.
That's actually a great way to look at it.
You're playing you're paying like $100. Well, I won't be $100 today,
Where are
but
you playing?
Devon.
Oh fuck, that's a nice course actually.
Yeah, it is pretty
We
nice.
pay
Yeah.
when you go in the front parking lot. We pave that shit.
Really, the whole parking lot?
No, just a little bit of it. Paver patches.
Oh yeah, I'll see it there. I'm probably fucking go like this.
Do a burnout on it. Yeah, hit the transition.
Yeah.
Hey, I ain't raking it, man.
Like fucking Paul says, you would break your dentures.
Yeah, rattle the dentures out of your mouth.
Yeah, rattle the dentures out of your mouth. Yeah, this will be my last game of golf this year.
Why is that?
Just because courses are closing. Courses are closing, and I got school in a week.
Oh yeah.
Well, there we go. Now we have something we can
Yeah,
talk
tell us about that. How are you excited? Have you got your books left yet?
No, I got my books. Like Monday, I'll get them. Next, not this Monday, but next Monday. So apparently, what you do, you go there, you stand in fucking line, or like they call your name or some shit, and then they tell you which class you're in, because there's 3 different classes: 7 a.m., 8 a.m., and 9 a.m. Whatever. Hopefully, I get the 7 a.m. one. That would be sick. Or the 8 a.m. one. And then I don't know if they show you to your fucking room or where the fuck you gotta go. And you gotta buy some books. Probably gotta buy like a jacket and shit.
There's no orientation. They didn't give you any information on that because usually there's a day before classes are in session where you can go and get familiarized. with the
Yeah, so
campus.
that's the Monday.
You should go to that.
Yes, yeah. It literally says
Mandatory.
mandatory. Yeah,
because then
it's-
you can because the Nate's kind of a weird campus. It's fucking very spread out.
Yeah, well, I'm going to Souch campus, which is like just off Gateway.
Oh, I've
So
never
I'm
been
pretty
there.
sure it's like way smaller.
Yeah, I've never been there.
Yeah,
I
it's
think it might be like maybe 2 buildings. It's
yeah.
definitely not like the main campus where there's like fucking 9
Yeah,
buildings. or
like
whatever,
I talked to buddies at work and I told them I was like, yeah, like, I wanted to go on Friday, leave work a little bit early, go on Friday and check out the place. But buddy was like, man, you don't even have to do that. Monday morning they'll do a little introduction and shit, and then they'll like send you home.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, they just send you home at like 10 or 11 or whatever, and the next day you come in ready for school. So yeah, I'm probably gonna have to I gotta buy some books. I gotta buy like a fucking jacket, a welding jacket.
Oh, I thought you meant like a Nate Letterman jacket. I was like, what they make
That'd
you
be
do?
sick.
No, it wouldn't.
Nate Letterman, the
The leather
quarterback.
arms
I'm the running back, bro.
for what? The fucking
The
novice
welding
team?
school.
The welding team, bro. I'm the running back.
Nico gonna be sitting there like fucking Billy Madison on the first day with his backpack, like lunch pack
Back to
tight,
school.
shoes
Back
tight.
to school. I
Hope I don't get in a fight.
I'll probably be the oldest guy there.
No.
I
No,
doubt that.
probably not,
Especially in
actually.
welding, man. People find that later in life a lot of the times.
That is true, yeah. Like buddy at work told me, he's like, man, you're gonna see kids in there that have don't even know what welding
Never
is.
even used a Bic lighter, let alone.
Yeah,
a
man.
fucking-
And then there's gonna be a guy in there who's like fucking a welding god who just can't pass the school. So
Well, you should try to keep track of hilarious stories that happen there, and we can talk about it because I think Nico Goes to School is a hilarious segment.
We'll see what
That is,
happens.
yeah.
We'll see
You
what
gotta go
happens.
get yourself a backpack and some notepads
Oh,
and
great
some
question
pens.
here. Are you gonna one strap it or two strap it?
See, when I was younger, I didn't have those type of backpacks.
Which ones?
I had the side bag.
You had the mail.
Oh, you had
the
the-
mail
I was the
backpack.
side bag, bro.
That
I was the guy that had the backpack over here. The side bag, you lift it up, look like a lawyer
That's
type
the
shit.
man purse, the satchel.
Pretty much, yeah. I was that guy. But I'm a two-strapper. I think I'm
Yeah.
a two-strapper. Yeah, I'm not a one-strapper.
What about you, Fred?
I two-strap.
Yeah.
I actually wear a backpack a lot.
Yeah, me too.
Like in like my party days and like high school, college, even out of that, I like didn't really want to rely on people, so I'd like show up to a party with a backpack on. People, what the fuck are you doing? I'd be like, yo, I have everything I need in that backpack. Like wherever this evening takes me, I'm
Road
good
flares,
Every-
yogurt,
to go. Everything,
a chicken,
everything.
like a live chicken.
Yeah, not rubber. Yeah, everything you need, everything I needed for the night, I had in that backpack.
I'm a two.
But yeah, I'm a two-strap guy
Me
too.
too. There was those kids that had that one that was going from shoulder to waist too. Remember?
That's
just
the one that he had.
No, it was still a backpack, but the
Yeah,
strap went like
yeah.
this.
I know what you're
Oh,
talking
yeah,
about.
yeah.
Yeah,
45-degree angle.
yeah, I know which
and
one you're
that
talking
was
about.
gay.
No bueno.
Yeah.
As my late grandmother would do.
That's what she would say that in reference to that.
Yes,
That's
she'd go like this.
hilarious.
She kind of look over at that person.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Rip granny.
That's funny as fuck.
My grandma's G. So, you guys watch anything cool lately or anything like that?
Neither of you watched Dahmer, eh?
I watched it.
Not like I said last episode. I watched when we filmed with your buddy Seven Side or whatever. I watched the first episode and I said, not for me. I know about him, so I don't need to.
I watched the
relive it.
tapes too of him like confessing and like talking to the lady lawyer and shit.
I haven't watched that yet. I'm gonna get.
I'd be
all
more
watching
into
that part.
watching that than the theatrical version of him murdering people.
What'd you think of the show?
I actually didn't watch all of it because I mean, I kind of know what happens already. But I thought it was all right. What I did see, I felt like that guy portrayed him pretty well. He's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, the actor did a really good job.
Evan Peters, yeah.
Evan Peters?
Yeah. He's pretty good. He's kind of a method actor kind of guy.
I thought you were gonna say meth head. I don't know. Why.
Maybe he's that method that he started smoking meth just for the role.
You never know,
That
man.
seems
That
very Shia LaBeouf.
that role might fuck him up.
Oh,
Did you say
probably.
Shia LaBeouf?
I said that sounds very Shia LaBeoufy. Like, cause
Yeah.
everyone always says he's very method like that. And he's like, he went to war or did that movie Fury, and he was like acting like he was actually at war and everything. Got into a fight with John Bernthal.
Did he?
Yeah.
In real life?
Yeah.
Who
Really?
the fuck's John Bernthal?
The dude from Walking Dead, Shane, he plays the Punisher in the TV show.
Okay.
Just like kind of like the tough guy.
And what they get into a fight over?
Apparently they were just wrestling and it turned into a fight, and apparently Shia LaBeouf punched him in the freaking face.
And he won?
Well, they did a podcast together.
No.
So
With
Shia
John-
LaBeouf is kind of like Draymond Green, is what you're saying.
Oh man, that video you sent was wild, eh?
It was a stiff fucking right, that was
Yeah.
for sure.
And they were saying it was just a scuffle. That's not a scuffle when punches are thrown.
Yes and no, but that wasn't a scuffle in Draymond Green's head. That's for fucking sure. He was going for the knockout.
Yeah, Draymond Green's a bitch.
You don't like him?
Not really.
Fair enough.
I
Do
feel
you
like
like
he's-
him?
I'm indifferent towards him. I don't like him, but I don't dislike him. I think he's a bit of a clown, but I think he's
Yeah.
also a really good basketball player.
Yeah, he is a good basketball player. Times. He's a good defender.
He's good at his role.
He's
Yeah,
good
man,
at
that triple single.
Triple single, yeah. I
Triple
was just going to say
single.
triple single, yeah.
Charles Barkley.
4 points, 4 boards, and 1 assist.
But the thing is, like Charles Barkley, it's a joke, but he could go for like a quadruple single, or even 5. Like Draymond Green could get a steal, a block, a rebound, a point, and an assist, no problem, and get like 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah. That is true, yeah.
Yeah, he is a good ball player.
And to be honest, if you do get like 8, 8, and 8, that's pretty fucking good.
That's not a bad
Better
game.
That's
than
not a
any
bad
of
game.
us could ever do.
Yeah,
Well,
that is true,
even
yes.
then, but like
That's not a bad game at all.
when you got like one guy that I do want to get on the podcast eventually, Edmonton rapper named Young Talks. He's got a song called Sports Bars, and he just raps like references about like sports and shit. And the one he says, I'm like Zaza Pachulia. I'm not a shooter, but a lot of them around me. And you could really just say that about Draymond Green. Like, he doesn't need to score points, man. Like,
Yeah.
when you got fucking, at the time, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, and Klay Thompson, like, bro, get the ball. Play defense. Like, do
Exactly, yeah.
everything else, and that's what he was good at. Like, I don't know. That's what I kind of fuck with, that he was, like, probably, like, there's multiple times he probably could have been, like, got too big for his britches and wanted out and wanted to go be the guy somewhere. But he was like, no, I'm just going to get a super solid contract to be the fucking everything else guy. And I dig that. Like the best in your role guy. I fuck with that a little bit. But he is kind of a clown.
Do the dirty work,
Yeah.
like Rodman.
Do dirty work like Rodman.
Crack rock Rolex diamonds. Yo, Partisan Fontaine. He's actually sick, yeah.
Hey, have you
Gunshot. What is the
Dog
second?
bark siren.
Yeah.
Did you hear the
like,
new-
pew,
Yeah.
Did you hear the new? I don't know how new it is, but the Freddie Gibbs and Pusha T song "Gold Rings." How's
I
doing
did,
that?
yeah. I fuck with Freddie Gibbs a lot.
Do you like that song?
I like that whole album, but
I
yeah.
just heard that one song. I think it showed on my Spotify like a week ago.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. And
The
then
new
Pusha
Freddie
T
Gibbs
comes
album.
and he's like, obviously as Pusha, he's like, my cocaine novella.
Oh, Pusha T. Fuck, we had just mentioned something that I was gonna kind of like change the
Basketball.
topic on, but now I can't fucking remember it. It was something about Draymond Green. Somewhere in that conversation, I was gonna transition the fucking conversation somewhere. But I got fucking, because I got high, I fucked it up.
Your others are trash.
Oh shit, that's actually funny. So what I was gonna say is that you were like, oh man, better than any of us could ever do. So I got this like TV service that I can watch any show I want in like fucking history, pretty much. So I was watching.
Pros vs. Joe?
Yeah, I was watching some
Nice.
episodes of Pros vs. Joes, right?
Nice.
And on
Hold
one
on,
of-
what TV service is this? Because I'd like to watch Pros versus Joes.
it's
as well.
called Turpy TV.
Okay.
It's
Send
like
me
a
the link.
it's like a little box.
We'll
Oh, you
talk
ha-
about it.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
So one of the challenges was a hockey challenge. Like, it's funny as fuck, man, because like the first episode, I don't remember the other people, but like Bill Goldberg's one of the people, and then there's
Dennis
like
Rodman, I think you said.
no, he wasn't in the first one. I think he's in the second one. But it's like Bill Goldberg and a pitcher, and I think like 2 baseball players and a football player. But one of the things is like a golf challenge, and like every professional athlete that's now retired, I swear to God, is just like good at golf. Because like all of these guys' swings were nice. One of them got it within like 8 feet of the target. Bill Goldberg's was within like 15 feet or something like that. Like, it's like, man, these guys have probably like done this so much in their pastime and used this to get connections, and like they were all just sick as fuck at golf. But one of them was a hockey challenge. So imagine just like a rink of, a hockey rink. And then there's like the 2 face-off circles in each zone. And then not the ones outside of the blue line, just the center one and then the 2 in each zone. And there was a puck positioned at each of them. And there's no one else on the ice but you. And the whole thing you had to do was get all 5 pucks in the far net. That's all you had to do. And I was like when I was watching it, my girlfriend walked out of the room and I was like, you know what's hilarious? That like, these are literally NBA Hall of Famers. I can't remember which one it was, but like an NBA Hall of Famer. I think one of the other people was like a gold medal swimmer, and then another one was like a pitcher or a soccer player or something like that. And like they were all kind of okay, although they were struggling with staying up. And like the Joes were the exact same. And like I was like, that's hilarious. That just pretty much living in Canada, like. My girlfriend could have went on that show and smashed every single one of them just because
Yeah.
we know how to skate.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
just because we grew up in Canada, we know how to skate. It's like, you could be Joe Schmo Blow, but just because you grew up in Canada, it's like, yo, I'm going to have the best time on this for sure. Like, I would have waxed the floor with all of these people. And I mean, the 2 of you would have too. And it's just so funny that, like, ice and skates just, like, level the playing field so much. Or don't if you can skate.
Yeah.
It was just a funny thing to watch because even like it was the one thing where the professionals, although their athleticism was helping them, you could tell like generally speaking they were still better than the Joes, but you could tell it's like, man, all of these motherfuckers suck at this shit. All of them suck at this.
Fucking broken ankles. Standing like this.
Pretty much, yeah. And like walking with them kind of,
Yeah.
like their arms all out and awkward as fuck.
Yeah, baby Bambi on the ice.
Yeah. Old knock knee. Their fucking
Yeah, your
ankles are
legs
just like.
this,
Yeah.
Look at like Elvis.
I'm all shook up. That was a pretty decent Elvis.
What were some What were some highlights in that show? I remember.
I only watched like 3 or 4 episodes, and to be honest, like some of the Joes are a little washed up, or the pros, sorry. Like there was one where the guy was a linebacker. I can't remember. Fuck, I wish I remembered more of their names. There was one where it was like the guy was a linebacker, and the guys had to like get funneled through, almost like a MXC challenge.
Oh yeah, okay.
Where there's
yeah.
like a bunch of different gates, and you got to run through one, and then try and like cut, and like multiple people, if they just kind of like went to the one and then just like outran him to the far post, it's like it was pretty much just like a 25-year-old against like a 38-year-old. Like
Yeah,
the guy
okay.
would get there near the end and kind of push him, but like multiple people scored touchdowns on the guy. One of them ended up juking the fuck out of him, and he got all
Really?
angry about it and shit. Yeah, one of them like whoop, and then he just whoop, then he fucking just went the other way, which was sick. But for the most part, I mean, the pros pretty much always win. There was one where they tried to like level it up, kinda. So they have Dennis Rodman, but it's a shooting, like a shooting
Yeah.
fucking
Not rebounding.
yeah, and it's just like, yo, Dennis Rodman literally got 0 points in multiple games. Like, this is kind of fucked up. So it was a treadmill that's like the whole length of like a fucking 3-point line, and then there was a hoop there, and then there was different racks set up, so you had to like pick up the rack and shoot as you were walking on this treadmill. But the one guy was smart as fuck. He just grabbed the first like 10 balls and ran up on the treadmill and did layups before he fucking got tired. But he was the last guy to go, and he ended up beating Rodman. And then another thing is like, it's kind of fucked up if you go last, because these guys are all old and out of shape, so like they definitely burn out.
Yeah.
A lot of the time they burn out. So it's like there was one where the basketball hoop continuously rose up, and like the higher it got, the more points you got. So like the first round, the NBA, like he was a big guy. I think it was like Daryl Strawberry or something. But he's like a big guy now. And by the third one, he's just like fucking heaving them up there. But the other guy's still like,
Yeah.
you know, like relatively fresh because he didn't just do it for 4 or 5 minutes. But there is some where the fucking where the pros just smash them. Like, unfortunately, one of them was like a fucking 4-mile run. Or was it? Yeah, it was 4 miles, I think. I don't think it was 1 mile. But maybe it was 1 mile. I can't remember. But the last, because they all get to pick their pros for certain challenges. And the last guy had to get, I think it was Alexi Lawless, like a former soccer player for the U.S. men's national team and like played in the MLS and shit. And then like that guy was almost damn near eliminated. So like the whole time Alexi Lawless is just like jogging next to him. And like the guy's like, you know, they're just like talking and bullshitting. And then like for the last lap before, Alexi Lawless was like, yeah, like, sorry, bro. And then just like, pew, like not even like, just broke into a stride. Didn't even run. But it's just like, man, I played soccer. Like I fucking ran 12 kilometers of fucking multiple, like,
Yeah.
there's no way
Every
this
game
is
I
gonna be
ran
comparable.
12 kilometers.
Yeah. So that's cool, but yeah. Pros vs. Joes was fun. Apparently there was new episodes later, but I haven't gotten to them. I've only watched like 4 or 5. Because there's a little bit of cheese, and it just kind of played out a little bit, if I'm being honest. But
Spike TV, man.
yeah, the old Spike TV.
Which was legit back in the day.
Fuck yeah. But you did try to bring up the Oilers, who are fucking trash.
Bums. Jack Campbell, garbage.
4 goals on 11 shots. I mean, it's just one game, but that Stuart Skinner game and then 31 shots, no goals.
Yeah.
Yeah, they hit the post 3 or 4 times, so
Well, you gotta look at Marc-Andre Fleury. He was
gotta be good to be lucky to be good.
That's right. He always tapped the post before every period, like he was in tune with his post to crossbar. That was Marc-Andre Fleury's thing. Tap, 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 tap. So you gotta thank the posts.
Yeah. The post can be your best friend, man.
No, I was just gonna leave him hanging there. Then you saved him. I
Mm.
was just gonna let him like trail
I
off
know
into
you-
awkwardness.
I know you- that's why
Yeah, I know a lot of goalies have to do that. You got to know where they are and stay positioned and all that shit. Yeah, the Oilers start the season 1-1. The season opener, they went down 3-0 against the Vancouver Canucks. I think it was 2 goals on 4
No,
shots.
they won 5-3, bro.
They
came
went
back-
down
Oh.
3-0 to the Vancouver Canucks, 2 goals on 4 shots. Then they fucking stormed back and ended up winning 5-3 with the empty netter. Zach, remember when I used to do this shit professionally?
Chill out, man. You said they went down thinking that they went down like the ship. I didn't. My apologies.
Maybe if you weren't on your phone, you're paying attention. Just kidding. Jeez. Anyway, then they lost last night to the Calgary Flames, who actually looked to be a really good fucking team, to be honest with you. But they ended up going down 4-0, still in the first, right? Yeah, I think
4-1 or 4-1.
4-1, but Jack Campbell, their big new free agent signing, supposed to be their new goalie in town, signed him for 5 years. Let in 4 goals on 11 shots, get pulled like 10 minutes into the game. Stuart Skinner, the backup, comes off the bench. He ends up playing a pretty decent, well, actually a really good game. He got lucky a little bit, but ended up playing a really good game. The Oilers tried to claw it back. They got it to 4-3, but it just wasn't enough. The goalie ended up making, the Calgary goalie, I can't remember his name, ended up making a fucking ridiculous save on Leon Draisaitl with like 30 seconds left with the fucking handle of his stick. Did you guys see that?
No, I dipped out.
Holy fuck, man. Leon Draisaitl gets it, and he does this little fucking backhand to his top left, the goalie's top right, and he just went, whoosh, and it hit the fucking shaft of his stick and went wide. It's wild. It was just not meant to be.
Yeah. You have the best player in the world on your team, but
I'm probably 2 at the top 5.
yeah,
Leon's got to be top 5.
for sure he is.
He might even be top 3.
I could agree with that. He's better than
Like Nathan McKinnon's got to be up there.
yeah.
Jonathan Huberdeau's got to be up there. Our one friend there, you know, our big Dutch friend,
Yeah.
he was saying he heard somewhere in the folklore or whatever that Huberdeau, the guy that now playing for Calgary that got traded from Florida for Matthew Tkachuk, apparently he likes the cocaine.
Really?
Yeah, so apparently Florida was like cool with shipping him out or whatever. Apparently he enjoys the rails.
How does he know?
I don't know. He heard it through. I don't know if he said he heard it through some hockey buddies or whatever the fuck, or just through like the media or whatever. I have no idea. But he was saying that last night when we were watching the game, and then we were all saying like, "Fuck, this might actually be good for his career if you come from Florida, the place of probably like fucking cocaine capital, and you go to
Yeah.
Edmonton, or Calgary, and it's all this shitty cocaine. You might be like, oh fuck,
Bunch of fentanyl coke.
yeah, or he's gonna die. One of the two. You got anything for us over there, Zachary?
Yeah. When I was on my phone, that's what I was looking up. Just some facts.
Just fucking busting your balls, man.
I got some facts just randomly about camels because I thought that's hilarious.
About like the soup?
No, camels.
Oh, well, they said Campbell's.
There are 2 types of camels, 1 humped and 1 dromedary camels, and 2 humped Bactrian camels. So there's 2 types. One has 1 hump, one has 2. Camels have 3 sets of eyelids and 2 rows of eyelashes to keep sand out of their eyes.
Really?
Yep.
kinda
Camels have thick lips, which let them forage for thorny plants other animals can't eat, such as cacti. Camels can also completely shut their nostrils during sandstorms. Thanks to thick pads of skin on their chest and knees, camels can comfortably sit in the very hot sand, unlike many other mammals. Their humps let them store up to 80 pounds of fat, which they can live off for weeks and even months. When a camel finally does find water, he can drink up to 40 gallons in one go.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, which is wild. You drink that much as a human and you get electrolyte poisoning. You wouldn't even make it that far. Camels are very strong and can carry up to 900 pounds for 25 miles a day. Camels can travel up to 40 miles per hour, the same as a racehorse.
Damn. Camels are the shit.
Yeah, mother camels carry their calves up to 14 months before giving birth. Which, some calves are born completely white and turn brown as their adult coat comes in, and there are over 160 words for camels in Arabic.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
How do you have 160 words for the same animal?
I'm not sure. It's just what the stats say.
I guess, yeah.
Like, how many could you even think of for like a dog, a pooch, a canine?
Yeah, probably euphemisms like that and shit.
Slang terms.
Okay, I have another interesting fact for you guys too that just came about yesterday.
I also have one.
I feel
too.
bad for killing your morale, man. I can see that you're down over there. I was just fucking with you, Zach.
I know, but I'm just really freaking exhausted with work and shit. So, anyways, Alaska officials have canceled several crab harvests. Have you heard about this?
No.
1 billion crabs have just disappeared. So that's 90% of the population in the Bering Strait, which is the part of sea between the eastern part of Russia and the western part of Alaska. 90% of the crab population just disappeared, and they're not sure whether it's from disease or overfishing or climate change, because crabs are very like temperate. They'll move towards the warmer temperature waters and that kind of stuff. But apparently the water level has dropped there. Or like the water temperature, has dropped there. So
They could die of being cold.
90% of king crabs have gone, so they had to cancel the fishing season for and
Damn.
everything. And it's just like, yeah, it was. They said between 2018 and 2022, an 83% decline, and then after that, the Bering Strait shows a 92% decline in overall snow crab abundance from 2018 to 2021, and the Alaska Department of Fish and Game confirmed to U.S. Today an 83% decline.
Damn.
Man, you know how expensive crab's gonna be now?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
man.
yeah, exactly. They say this, and you go to a restaurant, it says market price, right?
Yeah, right.
Market price a couple days ago was fucking probably like $20 a pound. Now it's gonna be like
700.
Yeah.
mortgage your house for
Right.
Yeah, for a crab
Take out
leg.
a small loan.
I saw, I don't know if this is true, but so it takes 8 minutes for sunlight to get from the sun to the earth.
Yeah, I've heard that.
But apparently it takes 170,000, I think it's years, from that same sunlight to get from the surface of the sun to the outer edge of the sun. Do you understand what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Really?
So
Yeah. So from the core of the sun to get to the edge of the sun, whatever it's called, the outer layer of it, takes 170,000 years. I think that's what it said, 170,000.
It says yeah, you're right about the 8 and 1/3 minutes, so 8 minutes and 20 seconds.
Yeah, about
Yeah,
8.5
so-
minutes,
no,
yeah.
I'll just look up the other one, but yeah, that's pretty cool. I
Yeah.
think you're right. I've heard that before too.
Yeah, I think it's 170,000 years.
We gotta think like how big the sun is for how far it is and how like well we can still see it.
Well, apparently you can fit like 1,000,000 Earths into the sun.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That just makes you all know that nothing really we're all irrelevant.
Right.
See, and if you talk to Earl, buddy from work, he
Earl.
will. He will.
You mean Flat Earl?
Flat Earl.
Flat Earl, though, that's the guy.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Flat Earl.
He will tell you that's what they want you to believe. They want you to believe that you are insignificant and you are literally nothing. It's so that you feel like shitty about yourself. Well, not shitty
Hold
about
on.
yourself, but like
We gotta have this guy on the fucking podcast, man.
maybe I will,
I need
man.
to ask this guy. How does learning about space and just literally like distances and sizes and your relation to that distance and size translate in his head to be like, that's what they want you to think. Keep the man down.
Well, no. So like, he doesn't even believe that space exists,
Oh,
or like
Yeah, you said he thinks it's a projection, right? Or a hologram?
something. So like, the one day he said to me, he's like, man, if we are moving at fucking we'll say, I don't know what the number is, 500,000 feet per second through the galaxy at all times. Right now we're moving through the galaxy, infinite galaxy, like what they say, it's an infinite galaxy. You're always moving. He says, well, how come we always see the same stars? Why do we always see the same stars? How, if we are moving, the Earth,
67,000 miles per hour.
that's how fast we're moving through the galaxy?
the
Or
orbit.
We're moving. That's our orbit around the sun.
Nah,
60,000.
but I'm talking about not through the sun or like around the sun. I'm talking about like through the universe.
Well, that's all relative, I think, too.
Right?
Because
So yes, the sun's here. We are going around it, but we're also going like this. We're moving south or whatever. You know what I mean? Like we start here, we're moving around, but we're also going from east to west constantly at a consistent rate. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
I'm not sure I know what you're saying.
So like the universe is ever expanding, they say, right?
So you're not
Okay.
talking about the rotation of the Earth or the orbit
No.
of the Earth. You're
You're
talking, about,
how
that.
the galaxy is moving, and this says 490,000 miles per hour.
We're moving through the galaxy,
The
right?
Earth and all whirls around the center of our galaxy at some 220 kilometers per second, or 490,000 miles per hour. That's the speed that the route the galaxy is taking goes, and then inside that is the 67,000 miles per hour that
Yes.
we're
Of our
spinning
Yes.
orbit
around
Yes.
the sun.
and the rotation of the
Yes.
Earth.
Well, the rotation of the Earth is, I don't know, I'll check that out, but that's the
1,000.
It's called the Coriolis effect. I believe.
Right now we're spinning at 1,000 miles an hour. The rotation of the
Okay.
axis of the Earth is 1,000 miles an hour.
And then we're also being pulled down to it too by damn gravity.
That's not a thing.
Yeah.
Gravity
fuck.
doesn't exist,
I
is
know,
what he
okay.
says.
I
So
believe.
yes, we're spinning at 1,000 kilometers or 1,000 miles an hour, and then we're spinning like that, and then we're also spinning around the sun like that. But then we're also moving that way as well.
But I
Because-
think when you see pictures of like the Milky Way galaxy, isn't it itself a spiral? So like, wouldn't all of it be moving?
Well, see, and that's what I was thinking to myself too. Is when he said that to me, I kind of thought to myself, it's like, well, we are technically in a fixed position, moving, but we're fixed inside of our galaxy. So our galaxy would be moving with us as well.
Yeah, I think like the whole Milky Way thing rotates. I guess as it gets bigger, I don't really know. I'm not an astrologist by any means.
I
Or an
have no idea
astrophysicist.
either. And they say the universe. I feel like they say the universe is ever expanding because it's so big that they're never gonna find the edge of it. There's no fucking end to it. You can keep going forever because we don't have the technology to go that far. But I think they've found, like, I think the farthest they've gone is like 13 million fucking kilometers or miles or some shit. They've found out how far that is. But with that being said, those numbers could be completely wrong. The sun is like 97 million miles away. I'm pretty sure. Zach, if you want to check
He's
on
on
that.
it.
Pretty sure it's 97 million miles away.
Then if that's 97 million miles away, there's no way that they've only gone to like
Yeah, yeah.
113 or like
Yeah,
it was, like,
yeah,
113
that's
light
why I
years
said,
or
yeah, it's
some
not. It's
shit.
more than 13 million miles.
The thing that I don't understand is
100
how can they take a picture of the Milky Way galaxy if we're in the Milky Way galaxy? Like, how do you take? What's taking that picture? Like, how is that? You know what I mean? If you take a selfie, if you want to be in the picture, you got to hold the camera up there. How do they take a picture of something that we're like a part of? I don't understand that.
Potentially, they take all their diagnostics and build a map or system based on that.
And then just construct it.
Maybe, I'm not sure either.
Well, when I was in Costa Rica, I definitely saw that Milky Way shit. I saw it.
What?
Well, like you could see you know, how, like when you're in certain places in the world that don't have like crazy pollution, you can look up into the sky and you can literally see like a fucking white, like it's like a white line, damn near like a white line. You could see the Milky Way galaxy because it's so clear.
I've never heard anyone ever say that before.
Yeah, you can see like when you look up at the stars here, you see fucking your regular stars like the North Star, fucking Orion's Belt, and all that shit. But when you go somewhere where there's crazy fucking like, yeah, when Micah and we were fucking smoking a joint on the beach, you literally look up and you can see like it's like fucking like a picture almost, like one of those pictures that you could take.
Are you sure it was a joint and not like PCP?
I don't know.
I'm just kidding.
Well, the guy said it was Kush, but I don't think it was no Kush. Yeah, you could like see like the stars aren't the same, and it's like white up there, almost. You know what
Might
I
be
mean?
going to Mexico in like a month or two. I'll have to get back to you. on
Yeah,
that.
man. Like go like you would have to go into like the fucking. I don't want to say the bush, but like kind of where we were was like.
Off the beaten path.
Yeah, there was like 500 people who lived there. And like there's no fucking pollution there. Where we were, there was no fucking pollution. We're right on the ocean. There's no fucking big factories or anything around. So like the sky isn't polluted. You can actually see like the craziness of the stars up there. So like yeah, that was like super dope. But like you say, how can we see that? How do they say that we are in there, but how do you also see it up there?
Yeah, like, I understand that if they send like satellites to space, you could take a picture of the Earth. Like I get that because you're taking a picture of the Earth from the satellite, but that satellite's not at the edge of the galaxy. Like I that's one thing I've never understood.
Maybe they just have a really big selfie stick.
And the thing is that so many people just like accept that picture, like, oh, this is the Milky Way galaxy, and this is like the fucking nebula or some, I don't know, some fucking word that's even big. This is the next galaxy over. It's like I could see maybe seeing the next galaxy because we can see it from our vantage point that it's over there. But how are you looking from there? And then everyone just accepted. I always just kind of felt dumb asking that question. Like it's something I should have known, so I just never asked anybody.
But that's the thing is, if Earl was here, he would tell you, just accepting it like that, you have no choice. You have no choice but to accept what NASA says because that's the only people who have this type of information.
Well, I mean, I guess there's different countries that
Yeah,
would be able
but-
to like counterdict each other.
But like NASA is like,
I would like to hear him tell me how they proved like gravity to me. It's like,
well, no. So he will tell you that gravity is just a theory, which technically. Is it just a theory? Is it not just a theory? Has it been proven that?
Yeah, it's being proven right now. By
Well,
I'm
that's-
pretty sure it's a law of physics, isn't it?
it's 9.81 meters per second squared that we're being dragged down to the Earth.
So he would tell you that gravity does not exist, and the reason why you are on the ground is because you are heavier than the air.
I mean, I guess that kind of hilariously makes sense.
You know what I mean?
I've had this part of this conversation
I know,
before.
but
So
You know what I
that
mean?
was
the
Like
rationality
this is heavier and more dense than the air, which is then not floating in the fucking sky. You know what I mean? So like that's literally his viewpoint is just like, yo, I am heavier than the air. The air is not dense enough to hold me up in the air.
This is the thing. If we did have this guy on the podcast, he would say something like that, and I would love to like argue with him. I really would. I'm just not smart enough with like the physics and shit. Like I don't know how to say like.
No, when it comes to physics, no. But he'll always tell you like school is like indoctrinating
Yeah,
you.
I was just gonna say anything that I would reference, he would just be like, "Yeah, that's because they told you." And
Exactly,
It's like, well, fuck,
yes.
they're the smart people doing this shit. Like they're the people I believe. Sorry.
Yes, and then he would go and say, "Well, NASA makes fucking $53 billion a year to lie to you." Shit like that.
That's man, I love people like that just because.
Well, and that's the thing. Like everybody at work is like, they just look at him like, "You're a fucking idiot. You're stupid." Whereas like when he talks to me, I legitimately talk to him and like ask him questions and like get him to elaborate more because I'm actually curious as to why he thinks like that, what has changed his mind after, I think he's like 45 years old or so, like 50
Well,
years
that's
old.
why
or
it's
something.
funny to get. It would be good to get him on because it's very cool to always see differing opinions. right?
Exactly, right? I wonder if Tori thinks the earth is flat.
He doesn't. I've asked him, but Tori is open to come on. He's not understanding like he wants to be prepared on things we're gonna talk about. I'm like, that's kind of not like we'll just have a conversation.
Yeah.
Because Tori's a smart guy. He doesn't need, I think he's just a bit nervous. But he does want to come on.
Yeah, we should definitely
We should get him
on.
and Flat Earth on,
Dude, that would be crazy. You know what's funny? Because
or get them on one at a time and then get them on together.
they
after.
both have similar views.
Does he like Donnie T?
Earl? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he does. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he likes Donnie.
Tori said this week, and they said, I love Donald Trump. He is awesome.
I do like Tori. What else do I know about the flat Earth that he was talking about? Yeah, I can't remember.
Time is a flat circle, bro.
Oh yeah, that we live in the dome.
Oh, yeah.
So hold on. There's a guy who died, the creator of NASA. If you look up the guy who created NASA, look at his tombstone.
Okay.
On his tombstone, I think it says Psalms 21 verse 9 or some shit. If you go look that up and read what it says from the Bible, which I don't believe in anyways, something about the firmament. And the firmament is what keeps us in our snow globe, essentially. So,
But then who built the globe?
God. God is the creator of the firmament. So flat
Flat
Earth,
Earth believes in God.
big time. Yes, big time. Flat Earth people believe in God.
No,
And
flat Earth.
oh yeah,
Like
but
your homie.
yes, he believes in God. Apparently, he reads like Bible passages and shit like 3 hours a day or some shit.
So
But
this guy like believes religion over science. He believes a book written 2,000 years ago, blah blah blah, multiple language translations is more credible than NASA because NASA's making money to lie to you. Like the church doesn't
Do the
diddle
same
kids
thing.
and lie to you and sell you faith for a. I know you're not him, so you can't answer this question. but-
I completely agree with you. I completely agree with you
yeah,
when you say
that's
that.
what I'm saying. You're not the person that.
No, I completely agree with you that the church is fucked up as well, and that. But he just I guess he thinks that. So back when, because I asked him, he invited me to a Facebook group, fucking flat Earth thing.
I bet I couldn't have clicked accept quicker on that one.
Yeah. So I went on there and I started asking these people questions in the comments. I was like, yo, like, why do they fucking, what did I ask? I got kicked out like within a couple hours. But I was probably because of the way I was wording
You were
things.
doing inflammatory questions.
Yeah, I was like the way I was wording things, and I was like kind of trolling a little bit, but like I was also being serious. But I asked Earl, I was like, yo, like, why are they lying to you? That's what I said to him. Why would they lie to you about the earth being flat? And the one thing that he always says is because they're trying to take God out of the equation. They're trying to make you feel very insignificant. They're trying to tell you that the universe is ever expanding and you are just a little fucking little piece of shit that it means nothing in the grand scheme of things, which would then make you feel worse about yourself and make you feel like a little bit more depressed, or I don't fucking know. I could see that. I could see that happening because I know the government.
See, the thing is, I
Doesn't
know a
want
lot
you
of
to-
people that have that realization and then get like anti-depressed, they're just like, yo, like, just enjoy the moment,
kind of
live
cathartic.
here, fucking.
It's nice.
You know what I mean? There is all that shit out there that I'm never gonna be able to understand and explore and blah blah blah. But just accept that. Just find the things that make you happy and do those kind
Yeah.
of things. I'm not even saying that that's me. That's something. to do.
Yeah, and I could agree with that as well. I could see it from both sides of the spectrum of somebody becoming more depressed because they really don't mean anything in the world, or other people who become more empowered because it's like, yo, the world is so vast, I could do whatever the fuck I want, or like,
all the opportunities.
yeah, I
and
got
blah,
all the
blah, blah.
opportunity in the world, and like, I could see both ends of that, but apparently in the Bible, I never read the fucking Bible. I don't plan to. Apparently in the Bible it says a bunch of shit about God creating the firmament, living in I don't know if it says living in a fucking dome or whatever the fuck it is, but apparently there's a bunch of shit in there that references flat Earth situations or theories or whatever. What do you see over there, Zach? I see your
Yeah, the guy who created NASA was actually named Werner von Braun.
Van Braun. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
And
right.
he was
Von Braun.
he was a Nazi,
Yeah.
and his group was assimilated in 1960 into NASA, where he served as the director of the Marshall Space Flight Center. So he also worked with Walt Disney on a series of films, which is
Walt Disney's a
hilarious.
pedophile.
But I have his
Tombstone.
his gravestone cites Psalm 19:1. The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament showeth his handiwork.
So there you go. So
Can you
Earl,
Google what a firmament means?
Earl would say,
Earl.
would say, why is that on his gravestone? The guy who created NASA, NASA is space. Why would he talk about?
Yeah, he should be the most science guy,
he's
right?
the most
Yeah.
science guy. Never talk about the firmament.
Firmament is the heavens or the sky, especially when regarded as a tangible thing, so a real thing that you can touch, see, feel, smell.
So essentially, that's you get to the top, you can touch the thing, you can't get out of it. Is what. You know what I mean? So that is another thing that makes a guy wonder, why would the head leader of NASA have a Bible verse that constitutes, I think that's the word, correlates with the firmament.
Well, it says here in the Bible and about the firmament.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
says in the first chapter of Genesis, Moses wrote, "And God said, let there be rakia," and that is an expanse, which is in certain texts of scriptures is translated to firmament. So another tangible, real thing. Very weird, actually.
Well, this is what I mean. So now this is why when I ask why they would lie to us, because they want to take God and Bible out of the equation,
But I
so
mean-
that if you don't believe in God and you don't read the Bible, then you'll never know about the firmament.
Yeah, you can't relate to it.
You can't relate to it. You'll never know about it.
But I mean, maybe that tombstone thing, the guy is saying, like, maybe he still does believe, this Van Bramen guy still does believe in some sort of creator, and that he's, like, praising God for giving us the ability to get to space and physically touch it, because that was, like, his life mission, to go to space. And he, like, did it.
But the firmament,
Because, like, if he's the guy that technically got us to space, he'd be the guy that, like, broke through that dome or whatever, right?
that's essentially yes. But apparently you cannot.
So maybe he's,
break
like,
through.
thankful for that or whatever. I don't know, man.
I saw an article on Facebook the other day,
That's
and people were talking about the spacesuit that whoever, Neil Armstrong or fucking whatever the fuck his name is,
Yeah.
walked on the moon with. So if you look at the picture of the tread on the guy's boot, and then you look at the picture or the tread on the guy's boot in the museum, they're completely different tread on.
Well, it's a known fact that Stanley Kubrick was in on like the development.
Space was made in a Hollywood basement.
Well, I still believe that they went to the moon, but I think that potentially Stanley Kubrick was a HOF Hall of Fame director. He did The Shining.
Yeah.
And he was in on the production of what images came to us as a public on the space line. So I do believe potentially he's so good he maybe embellished certain things. But I still think we went to the frickin' moon. Do you?
Well, I don't want to say I'm 50-50, but I'm 50-50 with
Fair
everything. Either we did or we didn't. Either it's right or it's wrong. Either
I
it's
don't want to
black
say
or
I'm
white.
50-50,
dude,
but I'm
that's-
50-50.
You're a Sith Lord because in Star Wars lore, only Siths deal in absolutes, so black or white.
Yeah, man. So
So
that's
you're a Sith. You
I'm a
ain't
Sith
Jedi.
Lord. Yeah, dude. For sure, man. I'm a 50-50 guy. Either it happened or it didn't happen. And there's a video of fucking some fucking guy going up to, I think, Buzz Aldrin or with a Bible, and it was like, yo, you swear on the Bible that you walked on the moon. And the guy just, Buzz Aldrin, whoever it is, just punches the other guy in the face.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, man. He literally punched
America,
Yeah, man.
motherfucker.
He
Yeah,
literally,
that guy, that just shows you he's been to space. He probably had to fight an alien, a Martian.
you never know. But that's the thing is like, yo, like, if you've been to space, why don't you just say, yeah, I've been to space. I swear on the Bible, I've been to space multiple times.
But why does he
Or
got to
whatever.
prove himself to some fucking Joe Schmo that walks up? He's like,
Some
hey,
fucking YouTube
Yeah,
click hunter.
He doesn't. But for the sake of,
Fair enough, yeah.
for the sake of just,
transparency.
yeah, who gives a fuck?
Yeah,
You
no.
know what I mean? Why do you, now? So now with him saying, well, now with him not doing that, that adds confusion and conspiracy.
Well,
Whoa.
people are looking to add confusion and looking to add conspiracy. So
Well-
any little tiny red flag, like,
Well, yeah, like that's what I mean. He, instead of just saying, yeah, I swear on the Bible, I walked on the fucking moon. Now, guys like me who see things differently other than other people, look at that and be like, well, that's kind of strange. Why wouldn't he do that? Why wouldn't he just say, yes, I did? Instead of now, there's millions of people out there looking at him and they feel the same way as me. Well, why didn't he fucking do that? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I think there's a chance that, like, the video that we saw, we were gonna see regardless of how their trip to the moon went,
Yeah.
for, like, propaganda reasons, for lack of a better term, to beat Russia,
Yeah, well, they had the space race.
the space race. But I still am not sure that they didn't go. I just think that that may have been some fabrication on top of it.
you know what's a crazy fact about the first guy that went to space is he's Russian and he came back and then he died in a motorcycle accident.
Really?
Another thing is, how come people don't go more often? Like,
Well,
how come
that's the
they
thing.
went there like the one time and then they
How
don't
come we haven't
go
been
again?
back?
I feel
Exactly.
like that's a good question. I feel like it comes down to
How come we haven't been back?
expense.
And people will
And they
probably
just send rovers now, I guess,
Well,
because
probably
they don't
'cause
want
they
people
wanna-
to die
yeah.
and shit.
Well,
but-
apparently that Mars rover, you know where it is?
Arizona.
No.
Tesla's
Somewhere in
headquarters?
northern Alberta is what he said.
Oh fuck.
He said it's somewhere in northern Alberta. That's where the Mars rover is at. Somewhere in northern
See, I
Alberta.
can't. You know the landscape of northern Alberta though. It doesn't look like anything like those pictures are.
Yeah, like I actually never really been to northern Alberta.
It's probably
to be
being.
honest.
It's
You never
probably
been to Fort Mac or anything, or Grand Prairie? You've been. I've been. Oh no, you didn't go to Noose Wedding. I was gonna say,
I've been to
Grand Prairie.
I've been to
with you.
Fort Mac like for like a week or 2 weeks, but like
It's
I
like
think
hilly
even
and there's
more
like
northern.
there's not agriculture. That's not the right word, but the landscape is like there's a lot of hills and ups and downs and there's grasses and trees and fucking. It's not just barren brown dust.
Yeah.
That's why I said like Arizona.
Yeah,
or New
well,
Mexico
that's what I
or
figured
something.
too. It would be like something like Arizona, but yeah, I don't know why he said somewhere in like northern Alberta or like northern, somewhere in Canada. It was northern.
Like even northern BC, like there's so much. There's so
too
many
much trees
trees.
there,
yeah,
yeah.
until you get far north where it starts. But then it's just like
the trees stop
permafrost
growing.
and
Yeah,
shit,
the trees
like-
literally stop growing once you get up to a certain point.
yeah. I don't know. That's a wild take that I'm not sure I could get on board with. Back to religion though, I feel like the more I think about religion, the more I start to think like, fucking, what's the fucking reincarnation might be a thing. I'd rather believe in reincarnation than a lot of other shit. You just try to be a good person, you'll come back with good things.
And if you're not a good person, you'll come back as some fucking.
A butt plug.
Yeah,
Something.
some gay
Jeffrey
dudes.
Dahmer's
Well, it's
Butt
got to
plug.
be a
plug.
sentient being, I would believe. You can't just come back as an object.
The hamster that Jeffrey Dahmer uses as a butt plug.
You mean Mr. Slave?
Yeah, tiddlywinks or
Lemmy Winks.
Lemmy
lemony
winks.
winks. Yeah.
Do you have a would you rather for us?
I do, yeah. I have two, but I'm just gonna choose one, and we'll see how long that takes. Would you rather have Would you rather have 10 years with the love of your life, or a one night stand with your celebrity crush? But you only get 10 years.
What happens after 10 years?
That's over.
She dies?
I
Or
don't
she
know.
leaves you?
That's it. It's an open ended question. Me myself, I would take the celebrity crush because if it's with your love of your life or whatever, you probably want more than 10 years.
Probably, yeah. Celebrity crush, eh?
You can do a lot in 10 years though.
That's very true. Who's your celebrity crush? Ryan Reynolds?
Dude,
Dude, do male and female.
there's actually a
Oh,
couple.
good.
Do male and female. Whatever. We're all fucking. We're
Yeah,
here. We're
fuck it.
queer.
There's a couple chicks that.
If there was a celebrity dude though that you'd let crack cheeks, or that you crack the cheeks, or there was some oral exchange, who would the dude be? We're here. We're queer. You're all right. I already know mine.
Who is it then?
Brad Pitt.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of shitty now because apparently he's like a terrible human being now. But wow, apparently like there's some. I think Asha was showing me there's something about a court case that there was a flight, and on the flight, him and Angelina, it was like on a private jet, and him and Angelina Jolie got into it, and then he like somehow physically was like getting in her face or something. Then one of their kids, who's now like 16 or 18 or some shit, tried to like do something, and he like grabbed the kid by the throat and threw him across the thing and like struck somebody else. So apparently he did some fucking outrageous shit. And I'm not, I can't condone family
But
violence.
you still would suck his D?
Well, no, that's actually kind of making it fucked up. But for the longest time, he was like, yo, you're gonna tell me that Brad Pitt Fight Club isn't a sexy man?
Yeah. What's his name in the movie? Tyler
Durden?
Yeah.
Durden.
And then, to be honest, there's a story that I've heard through like Hollywood shit, and I like saw it on a YouTube video. Apparently, Brad Pitt was one of the only people in Hollywood to stand up to Harvey Weinstein because he was dating. Fuck, I can't think of it at the moment. It's like Nicole Kidman or Winona Ryder, one of those like A-list women who's been around since the '90s. I think it was Gwyneth Paltrow actually. I think it was Gwyneth Paltrow. But he was like dating or had like just broken up with one of these girls, and they were still really, really good friends, and they were super tight. And Harvey Weinstein apparently made a pass at one of these people. And apparently there's video footage of it or whatever. Multiple celebrities have confirmed it, I guess. He went up to him on a red carpet and like whispered in his ear, was like, yo, like Gwyneth's with me now. If you ever do that to her again, I will fucking kill you. Like, I will legitimately fucking kill you, dog. Fuck all this movie shit. And then that's why like they almost tried to blackball him, and why he was one of the first actors to open his own production company. And he's had his own production company for like years, and people like couldn't really understand why. And allegedly that's why, because Harvey Weinstein was like, "You're never gonna work in Hollywood again." And he was like, "Buddy, fuck you. I will fucking kill you." So that kind of was like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think it was.
He
Gwyneth
deserves
Paltrow.
some gay points for that.
The only female chick that I could think of right now, her name is Anna de Armas
I know her.
from the movie.
I like Kerry Washington.
Who's that?
From
not sure I know
Scan.
who
You ever
Kerry
see the show
Washington is.
Scandal?
No.
Oh, look it up. Look who she is.
So the movie that Kerry Washington.
With a K.
Okay, well I'm already wrong.
I've heard the name.
Ooh,
Carrie.
you got a little bit of culture in you, eh?
If that's the way you want to put it. It's not in me. Hopefully.
Oh,
it's-
I know who this chick is. She's in that fucking what movie? There's a movie I saw with her in it.
She's a
She's
very.
a
Django.
little bit
Django.
Yeah, she's a very talented
Yeah, she's
actress.
the chick from Django.
But
she's
she's
a little bit older than I thought you would have aimed for.
whatever, man.
Oh,
Also, like the girl from Clerks 2. Now I can't remember her name.
Rosario
Yeah,
Dawson.
I love Rosario Dawson. Yeah.
She's gone full nude.
I'll
Has
see it.
she? I'd prefer to not look at it and ruin my freaking.
No, you can look at it. It won't ruin anything.
Oh, okay, good enough.
Rosario
but-
Dawson.
And as for dudes, I would definitely say probably Stone Cold Steve. No, I'm just joking. I don't know. I haven't thought about that, but potentially Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah,
That
good
guy's a
looking,
beautiful
funny
human
dude.
being.
Who the
Yeah.
fuck's where's Rosario Dawson? I can't find her in this shit.
In what?
Why search up Clerks 2 cast?
She's the lead lady.
Yeah.
Rosario Dawson.
She's the main character.
But you still have to answer one night stand with the celebrity crush or the 10 years with the love.
I would do the celebrity crush probably. Yeah, because I'd want 10 more years. I'd more than 10 years. Yeah, I would say Anna de Armas.
She's pretty attractive.
She's a nice little piece.
Celebrity person, probably. It'd be close between
Oh, I got another one.
Jennifer Aniston or Allison Brie.
Jennifer Aniston.
Oh man.
Yeah, Jennifer Aniston.
Actually, Allison Brie is. I've always loved her since Community.
Who's that bitch?
Allison
blonde
Brie.
hair?
No, the other one, the brunette.
Annie.
And the best thing about it is both of them like play like roles where they're down to like be like super like flirtatious
Yeah.
and sexual and shit. So it fucking just
She's with Dave Franco.
yeah. But like, you're gonna tell me you've seen like Horrible Bosses or Horrible Bosses 2 and you didn't want to do anything that
Jennifer
Jennifer
Aniston's
Aniston would
definitely-
ask you to do?
That movie got me in trouble, yo.
Well,
Why? That's a very weird, mysterious comment.
Yeah.
because you watched it with a girl and then started beating up Jennifer Aniston.
No, I wasn't beating it, but I got a boner for sure. And my fucking girlfriend at the time was like, "Yeah, dude, that caused some serious problems in our relationship. I don't know why." She's like, "Oh, what? You get a boner for other chicks?" And then it was like fucking. That was the beginning of the end, man. Yeah, dude.
Who I'm thinking?
Is this?
Number one.
Yeah, the first one. That's
no.
what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, she was a little wild, eh?
Yeah, dude. And then after we broke up, I saw her on POF, and then we went and like chat in the car, and she's like, "Yeah, I apologize for everything. I shouldn't have. I apologize for literally everything. None of that shit bothers me anymore." I was like, "Of course."
Yeah. Now. Yeah.
Now it doesn't bother you. The next guy
Yeah.
doesn't get any of the problems. It's only me.
Yeah.
I'm the one who gets fucking shit on. The next guy's gonna get the best version of you.
Yeah.
I get the fucking worst version.
I got
of you.
I got the beta. He gets the 2.0.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Been there once or twice. But that's okay. It wasn't meant to be.
No.
That is wild though. That because she was hot as fuck in that movie.
Yeah, she
if
was,
any
yeah.
girl I ever dated was like Jennifer Aniston watching this, do you want? I mean, I don't know if I'd get a full on boner, but if I was like,
Oh yeah. I was
Yo.
rock hard.
like, yeah, I'm a straight man. Sorry.
Right.
Like, what do you want from me? I mean, no, we're here. We're queer. Get
You
used
could
to
have
it.
just turned that around and been like, "It's not for her. It's for."
Who fucking
But yeah, I don't know. I might even do that 10 years thing. But see, like, I always try to poke hole. Like, do you know you have 10 years? Because, like, there's a comedian named Little Duval, right? And he, like I like to listen to Andrew Schultz all the time. And Andrew Schultz is, like, obsessed with this guy because of, like, how he lives his life. Little Duval. But one of the things that happened to him is his best friend got diagnosed with cancer and was given like 6 or 8 months to live or whatever. The guy ended up living like 2 years. But Lil Duval says in interviews and shit that he's actually like kind of thankful for that happening. He's like, because for that 2 years, we did everything we wanted to do. Like everything. So if you kind of know that there's a time limit to spend with the love of your life,
You could do whatever the fuck
you could have a really good 10 years, you know what I mean? That would just be filled with so much like love and memory. And of course, when that ends, whether it be like through divorce or through death or whatever it is, to be honest, selfishly, I'd almost wish it was death, which is kind of fucked up. Maybe I'm just a super selfish person, but
You ain't fucking anybody ever again. You're gonna die.
I guess.
Well, that's essentially what it
That
is.
is,
I don't
that
want her
is.
to. I don't want her to be with anybody else. So I'd rather her die than be with somebody else. Well, that's
Or I die,
yeah. Or do you die? Yeah.
I guess. But either way, yeah. I one night is one night. And don't get me wrong, I had a lot of great nights. But yeah, one night with fucking horrible bosses, Jennifer Aniston, though, that would be fucking something else. But 10 years of like love and memory and all that shit, you'd probably even have a kid with them, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Maybe I'll just be the devil's advocate. I'll go for the 10 years. Did you give us a lady? Oh, yeah, you did. Sorry, Kerry Washington and Ryan Reynolds. You gave us Anna de Armas.
I didn't give you guys a dude.
Who was the second female, and who's your dude, and why is he Cristiano Ronaldo?
Or Jared Leto.
Oh, I didn't even think about Cristiano Ronaldo. I'd let him clap my cheeks.
Would you? He's fucking weird looking, man.
There's actually another chick who I found was really hot, but now that I look at her pictures, she doesn't look like as good looking as she did in the movie. The chick from The King of Staten Island. Her name is Belle Powley.
The one that Pete Davidson was messing around with?
Yeah.
She's not bad.
Yeah, I thought she was. I was like, damn. This chick's
At the end of the day, we say not bad, but every girl we mention is fucking light years out of any of our leagues, so.
yeah, she looks really good in this
Yourself?
picture.
No, just kidding.
Okay, don't do that, man.
Okay, I gotta leave here shortly, so we gotta wrap this bitch up.
Yeah, we gotta.
That's been another episode of 7 Days Makes 1 Week. Thanks for joining us and hearing about celebrities that we would let clap our cheeks.